Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching me today. My name is Dr. Obioramba Iboweze, reaching you from Nkolo, Mahadum. Today's date is Afo, Market Day, in the 7th month of the lunar calendar called Onwa Alomchi. And today's date in the Roman Catholic calendar is August 20, 2024. At Nkolo Mahadum, Wisdom University, we package lectures for you, lectures that you never think about, and present it from Biafran and African perspectives. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and other social media platforms. Go back to our previous lectures and participate in those lectures, and you will learn a lot. Those lectures are designed for you. So go back to our previous lectures because they are designed for all Africans. The title of our lecture today is Command and Control. People often use command and control here and there without knowing how it came about and how is it still really important today. So the full title of our lecture today is that command and control in any organization can achieve set goals depending on its application. And so, the term command and control is a military term. It's a term being used in the military settings. And one definition have it like this, that command and control is a set of organizational and technical attributes and processes that employs human, physical, and information resources to solve problems and accomplish missions to achieve the goals of an organization or enterprise. As a military formation, NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, also have their own definition. The Australian Air Defense Force also have their own definition. The US Department of Defense also have their own definition. But all in all, command and control is an authoritative process of managing an organization. And then, for decades, many businesses also copied this command and control structure into their businesses, thereby adhering to a rigid leadership style where managers gave orders, enforced inflexible policies, and did not welcome input from employees. This type of leadership took hold in the 1950s and 1960s by people who returned from the Second World War and stepped into business leadership. That was how it came into business leadership, from the military. People that were in the military that returned into business after the Second World War were those that introduced this command and control into business management. And today, command and control are no longer widely used, even by the military. The military these days don't even use it anymore. This command and control may have worked in the past, and companies and organizations, it may have worked in the past, but today, companies and organizations who don't adjust quickly may find it difficult to recruit and retain talent. So what they're saying here is that this command and control, which came from the military to businesses, to civilian businesses and organizations, may have worked in the past, but today it no longer works. And if you are managing any organization, the earlier, the quicker you adjust from moving away from that command and control, you will find it difficult to recruit members and retain talent, because command and control damages morale. It also leads to inferior results. And so, Nkola Mahadum is advising organizations that are still using command and control to make the following changes. The first change you will make is make sure the people that you are putting in leadership in your different departments, make sure that they understand the policies and procedures of your business or organization. Make sure that they have the knowledge to manage an organization, especially having human resources experience. The second thing is allow inputs from your subordinates. Be flexible. Don't be too autocratic, because command and control is an autocratic system. It's an inflexible system. It's a rigid system. You have to move away from that in order to have success in your organization. The third thing you have to do, allow disagreements so that you can be able to find out what is true. Don't throw somebody away because he has disagreement with you. Allow different opinion. Allow people that think out of the box and open your mind to receive new information that can help the organization to move forward. Allow decision making at the lower levels of the organization. Allow them. If you have like unit levels, state levels, national, departments, or regional and continental, and so on and so forth, allow them to make decisions. As long as the leaders you have there know what they are doing. Do not use command and control to intimidate or suppress your members or your employees. Don't do that. If you are doing that, your organization will have a big problem, because many companies are moving away from the command and control system today. And before we continue, we have to beg you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter. Like our program, comment, so that we know how you are feeling. Nkola Mahadum is an university set up for you, to educate you, to make sure that you reason right. You see things from Biafran and African perspective. It is very, very, very important. So going forward, do not turn command and control upside down like the Africans. Turn all the things that the Western Europeans imposed on them. Like the churches, they turned the churches to something else. Turn it to healing center, turn it to where you will get money, turn it to where everything is done. Don't turn things upside down. Like the democracy that was imposed on Africans, you can't even conduct free and fair election. You can't even run a very good government to make sure it benefits everybody. Like the judiciary and the security forces, which is working for the leaders and not for the people. So don't turn command and control upside down. Don't turn it upside down. Make sure you are following the rules and regulation of the organization, and make sure that you are moving away from it. Remember, all these informations we have provided now on how to move away are just from rigid, inflexible structure. It's in organizations where employees are paid. You know, employees are paid. People are going there because they are paid money. Now, if you have a non-profit organization and a freedom fighting movement like IPOB family, you will even do more, manage people better, encourage input, recognize people. For growth, retention, and sustainability of membership. And so, what you have to take away today is that command and control is a military thing. It is the way they run the military in the past, in the 50s and 60s, even down before then. And then, how does it come to business and other civilian organizations? By people who returned from the Second World War. They are the people that introduced that into business management. But today, it's no longer widely used. Today, command and control is no longer widely used, even in the military that started it. And so, organizations are advised to quickly adjust, to quickly move away from command and control, because it damages morale. It leads to inferior results. And we have some adjustment that you have to make in order to have a better organization, which are as follows. Allow input from your subordinates. Be flexible. Be less authoritative, because command and control is authoritative. Even the military that we are using it in the past, they are no longer using it. Allow disagreements so that you can find out what is true. Allow decision making at the lower levels of the organization. Don't intimidate people. Don't suppress people. Don't tell people that they are nothing. Increase morale of your members. Support them. See them as human beings and equals. Don't see them as a launching pad. Don't turn the organization upside down like they are doing in Africa. Turn the churches into something else. Turn democracy into something else. Turn judiciary and security forces into something else. Don't do that. Appoint leaders that are able and experienced in human resources management that can promote and appreciate the members. And finally, in other non-profit organizations and even freedom fighting organizations like IPOB, you really have to do more to treat your members better, appreciate them, encourage them, motivate them. When they have problem, try to listen to their problem. In that way, you will have growth. You will have retention of members. You will also sustain the organization for a long time. And with this, we shall be bringing today's lecture to an end. But before we end it, we have to advise you to please dismantle all the foreign colonial boundaries in our land. Those boundaries created by Western Europeans who came and say, you are now this country, you are now this country. Say no to that through referendum. If you cannot go to Western Europe and tell them, you are this country, why should they be doing that to you? That's what all Africans should be fighting against, for all of us to put our heads together and dismantle all the colonial boundaries in Africa so that we can be whom we are supposed to be. And with this, we shall be bringing today's lecture to an end. Again, my name is Obiora Mba, reaching you from Nkolo Mahadum Wisdom University. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.